I'm Tahir Coleman Register, and this is The Real For Real. Usually I wear my hair curly for you guys, but today I'm going to straighten it.
You know what? There aren't enough educated, progressive black male voices. No politically correct bullshit. I'm just one guy with a valuable opinion, bringing you the real for real. You know what? Truly, I am so excited because of the love and support from all of you. I knew that when I started this podcast, that after taking a month off TheBLACKMedia, that I wouldn't have the same amount of support or just continuing of support there. But I'm gonna celebrate every milestone, every single one. And I don't care if you think it's small. I don't care if you don't think it's, the bee's knees. For me, it is. And I just want to share a few things with you all that I've actually experienced since I started this podcast. Actually, let me start with this one because I thought this was beautiful. Yesterday, I received a call from a friend of mine from high school named Des. And that's interesting because, let me shade him real quick. Because Des lives in Atlanta now, like in Georgia. And I was like, yeah, we need to hang out more, da-da-da-da. I've texted him several times, no response. So I was like, he's working, he's doing stuff. So to get a call from him, I looked at my phone like, hello? Do you see Christina, my damn phone? This is how the phone look. Why do people still do this even though we don't? Because I tried to give cell phone.
Do that no more.
It wasn't, it didn't give.
You might as well just
Gupta. Okay, let me see, Gupta. No, so I answered my phone and I was just like, hey, what's going on? Because I swear I did not think it was because of the podcast. I thought it was, I don't know what I thought it was. But he was like, hey, what's up? I just want to call you and say, I love your podcast. I was like, what? He was like, it's amazing. It's so you, it's so smart, it's so this, it's so that. And he gave me, that's amazing. I have not heard from Robert Des for months. And the fact that he watched it, that he was paying attention to all the promotion that I've been doing. My neck and my back. Listen, my house is a wreck. It is filthy up in here. Christina, isn't my house dirty?
We straightened up a little bit though.
Just a smidge.
A little bit.
We had to do something because we couldn't have.
Leave this part. Yeah.
Don't go too far. See, this is why you can't invite people to. You're sharing too much. I've been so busy promoting this podcast and putting so much energy into it, editing it myself. And first of all, let me just say this too. I'm really grateful for Christina. Thank you so much.
You are so
This
welcome.
is, listen, just to have a friend here to help me and assist me do the things that I do is, you don't even understand. Because I was planning to do this by myself. And I just really can't fathom how I could have done this by myself. But I was going to try. But let's be clear. Christina's here. Makes life easier. A lot easier. But I just want to say thank you to Des, to Robert, and to so many more of you. Trust me. I see you and I hear you. So let's see what they've been saying, because I've been really, really, really honored. On the Apple podcast, on the actual app itself, I didn't even see this until recently. It says 3 ratings. I don't know who these 3 people are.
But they there though.
Okay. And I love y'all for that. So if you're listening to me on Apple, if you're listening to me on Spotify, if you're listening to me on YouTube, share your thoughts. Do you like it? Do you don't? Rate it however you see fit. And I had 3 ratings, and they're all 5 out of 5. Period. Listen, all 3 of you, I love you. I love you. And then I have a comment from Meek, a friend of mine named Tamika, aka Meek. She says, I think she meant to say, I love this already. Listen, don't do her. Okay, she might have been typing fast. She has a newborn. Don't do her. She says, the real for real. I want it raw and uncut, just like you give it, Tahir. Thank you for using your platform. And that meant the world to me, because when I went to go check that, I didn't expect to see anything. I was just actually checking to see if the episode was like still running and working. And for me to run into that, I was just like, oh, people care. It's, you know what I'm saying? They take time out to do something like that. You got to just really like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
As small as people think it is, that's amazing. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that. Y'all, let me tell you something. I went to my YouTube page and almost cried. Comments after comment. Now listen, it's not 1,000 comments, but it's more than I thought I was going to get. I didn't think it was going to be, giving moments, but it was. Let me hurry up, because I'm busting. We thought I was busting through the segment. Listen, time is going. But all these comments, listen, Renatha, O'Day, someone named Hopeful, Samantha Golden, thank you. Samantha says yes to this, all of this. I went through all the modes trying to find the one with the visuals because I knew you was going to cut up. I just could have listened a little bit. Child, am I reading this right? Listen, I could have... Christina, don't do me. I could have just listened a little, but... Listen, I don't know what the fuck she tried to say right there, but...
Skip that part.
But between Aaliyah on the Kevin Samuels things, that company good on the abortion matter, and you and Christina, she mentioned you, I felt all the way seen. I'm one of those smidge of black people that likes pumpkin.
Okay.
I should have pre-read this. Because I didn't know she was going to say that. Anyway, so...
Hey, girl.
I'm grateful. Even the 97 views on the YouTube, and then I think it was about 50 or 60 plays in overall from the streaming. I'm grateful. I did not know that was going to happen at all. And I just want to say right now, thank you to you all. And we're going up, Jay. We're going up. Now, if you know that reference, you know what I'm talking about, but trust me, this is just the beginning. The Real For Real podcast is here to stay. We're coming to you weekly, okay? Weekly. Okay. Weekly. Even though Christina changed, I'm not gonna do her. I'm gonna let that live. What's new with you? So, obviously, I have my brother here. A lot of you don't know, I have a twin brother. Now he don't got nothing to say. Right. All that stuff. The camera was off. Y'all did not hear the things.
I'm trying to be nice.
Listen, just be yourself, okay? That's one of the new things that's happening here. My brother came to visit me because he missed me so much, and I know it's a lot for him to see his brother having like the most successful #1 podcast.
You are so correct. Where's my bed? Where am I sleeping?
I got you set up in Decatur. It's a beautiful situation.
Wow.
I think there's food there and everything, like water, everything.
I came to see you, but I have to drive to Decatur.
I think there's a time limit. That you've done enough.
Oh.
And I'm grateful. Thanks for coming to the podcast. That's all I need you. This segment is only a few more minutes, so we're just gonna hurry up and get him out of here. Because he has a lot of things to do. He's a teacher.
Where's my agency? Where's the contract?
Do you have your contract?
No.
I have my contract signed.
This is disrespectful.
But you know what? Dwight is a teacher. This is my brother Dwight.
He did not introduce me at all.
I think I did.
He just started talking.
This is my brother Dwight, Tyrone Register.
I love the register last name. However, I do not have it.
This is my brother Dwight Tyrone Gladden. Same father, same mother. Don't judge, okay? Don't try us. Okay. Because I know some of y'all probably think, and we two big Barneys. You see me leaning up against. Listen, if y'all not looking at this on YouTube, y'all have to. It's hilarious.
Trying to steal the spotlight. I get it. This is your little podcast.
Oh. I'm not.
I am here.
Wait, trying to steal? That's easy. All I have to do is wake up.
I'm the better looking brother. Look at the face. No shit. Let me take this off. How you doing?
Listen, if y'all not watching this on youtube.com/TheBLACKMedia, you need to. Dwight has just recently gotten a fantastic report from his job about how he is beautiful with the kids. Yes, and apparently, they lie at his job. I'm not trying to be funny. But some of that stuff I read, so good with the kids, and I was like, Dwight, is this? Did you type this?
Says the one reading the reviews he wrote.
That's it. He's on. And this is your last. This is his last episode. This is his last episode.
Okay.
I can't even recover.
Picking up names on those reviews. I'm just saying. Hopefully you get more reviews. But I'm here now.
And that's it. We're 10 minutes in. That's the end of this segment. Let's get to the next segment.
See, that's some black shit.
You know what? I have such a great time looking for, or just like discovering, because sometimes I don't always look for it. Sometimes it just comes to me. Discovering some of the black shit that I find online, and it always puts me in stitches. Like this first one. They don't pay you enough to be stingy with the sauces. I repeat. They don't pay you enough to be stingy with the sauces. That's some black shit. Let me tell you something. When you go to the fucking McDonald's or Wendy's or whatever, and they be acting like, it's like they put the sauce in the damn thing themselves. Like they were like, oh, we ain't about to give all these sauces away because we got to put the sauces in the thing. Christina, what's your favorite fast food restaurant?
You know, like Chick-fil-A.
Oh, okay. Now see, but don't do that, because you know Chick-fil-A, they'll give you the sauces there. They're nicer.
Oh, they're nice, but I did go to Zaxby's the other day. And
Speak on it.
Yes, and I was like, oh, can I get some honey mustard? And she's like, oh, that's going to be extra 25 cents a piece. And I was
piece?
Like, right, and I was like, oh, she's not really going to charge me. Like, so I gave her my card, and she took it, though.
and she took it. Thank you.
She charged me 50 cents on my card.
Thank you so much. For some sauce?
For some two sauces. And I asked for honey mustard, and I just took it in good faith and said thank you. And it was Zach sauce. Yeah, wrong.
I'm sorry, so you're saying you paid for something you didn't even want?
Yeah.
Y'all getting out of control. Y'all have to stand up. Y'all getting out of control with the sauces. Y'all getting out of control. I cannot imagine going to a fast food restaurant and paying for, I would have turned the fuck around. I would have hit one of these and turned around.
I was pissed.
I done paid $50,000 for this sauce. 50 cents, a quarter too much.
Right.
And y'all gave me the wrong sauce? Now I understand why you see those viral videos of black people snatching motherfuckers out of the through window. Because that right there, that deserves you to get just straight bitch slapped. My favorite is Wendy's. Okay. And when I tell you, I cannot eat a chicken nugget without a honey mustard sauce.
Okay.
I cannot. It does not up in my mouth. It just doesn't work. They never give me sauce. And they ask.
Yeah, which sauce you want?
What sauce you want with that? If y'all not watching this on YouTube, I promise you must. They be like, what sauce you want with that? Excuse me, what sauce you want? And you be like, oh yeah, let me get 2 honey mustards. They be like, okay. You pull up, you drop off in good faith, because you know what? You really try to trust the people there. You do. And you pull off, and you open that bag when you get home. Like no sauce. Now out tonight at 11. Okay, let me get back to my tonight at 11. We have a crime over not having sauces. I can't do it. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? The ones who are like not giving the sauce, like, are your managers telling you this? I don't know. This is a crisis. Let me move on to something else, because I'm getting mad all over again. The next thing says, you look like you got hoes. If I'm fine, just say that. Why I gotta have hoes? If I'm fine, just say that. Just like, what's wrong with us complimenting each other? Why we gotta have hoes? I can't just be fine. If you trying to tell me that you like me, just say it. You talking about, oh, you must got hoes. And do. Say nah. Okay. You trying to be a hoe? Like, what's going on? Christina, my whole heart just fell out of my chest.
I know, because it went, you know.
That's all right. We good. Listen, y'all know how the podcast work. Y'all done seen episode 2 already. Okay, this is episode 3. A lot of stuff is going on. New elements. And you know, you just gotta be careful. But listen, because some of y'all are skittle diddles out here, so y'all may not understand this, but have you ever had somebody say, you look like you got hoes? Nah. I said it to you the other day.
Yeah, but I mean,
Christina, you got hoes?
I don't.
I got some. I got you.
Well, please.
I'm gonna hook you up.
I mean, I need plural.
How many?
One, just one.
Just one?
Yes, for now.
Oh, you just mean a hoe?
Yeah.
Okay.
A hoe. Right.
Okay. I mean,
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna call Jeffrey. Y'all, okay, so look. I be trying to find the black shit that's not visual only. But this literally took me out, y'all. And so for those of you watching on YouTube, congratulations, you get to see it. But those of you who are listening, you must head to YouTube right now. So somebody posted a picture of Wanda Sykes, a young Wanda Sykes. She had a nice little pixie cut or whatever. And she's sitting down with like some white pants and a jean jacket or whatever. And somebody said, oh, I miss the old Sierra. I cannot take it. Now that's some black shit. But why she really do look like Sierra? Christina, she look like Sierra.
Oh.
It's giving 1-2 step. It's giving, I bet you look like goodies. Listen, Wanda Sykes, are y'all related? They could be. First of all, she rocked that pixie cut. Mm-hmm. Listen, killed that.
I love a good pixie.
You know what, Christina? I've been trying not to get on you because I told you I love your hair when it's short like that. I'm gonna need you to get a pixie.
I'm trying something different. You know, it was cute. Like I was rocking, but now I'm like, I'm gonna grow it out.
Oh, you know, so you're intentionally trying to grow out your hair now?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna leave you alone then, because I keep bringing it up.
No, it's okay.
Like, you should get the cut with the little da-da-da-da-da.
I know, and I'm struggling, because every time I look at the little bit of hair I got back there, like,
Not a little bit of hair.
girl,
Love yourself better.
I mean...
That's some black
I
shit.
mean,
Y'all always talking about little
snatched
bit of hair. Oh, but they snatched it, though. She got them braids. Listen, y'all don't see her shabambu braids. She got the Craig braids, okay? Snatched. Listen, one thing about that's some black shit. One thing about them Africans, they will put braids on a bald head person.
Right. So what you trying to say though?
I wasn't coming for you.
Oh, okay.
I swear, I really wasn't. I promise you I wasn't. Mm-hmm. Listen, now this is twofold right here. This is twofold. And I don't know this guy that well, but you know, I've been friends on Facebook or whatever with him for a while, so he always making little jokes. It's a joke. Don't do him, y'all. But I swear to you, I was in stitches. He said, it's crazy how we all do a little cocaine nowadays. Hold on, wait, Paul. Everybody was like, explain, we? Who is we? Who is we? It's crazy how we all do a little coke now. No. Who's doing coke?
Right.
Christine, not to put you on the spot. I know you have children.
Oh my God. Diet Coke.
That's
about it.
That's it.
You know?
Coca-Cola.
Right.
Coca-Cola. Pop. I do a little pop.
Just a little bit.
Do a little pop. Listen, I, for one, have never done coke. Listen, cocaine is a hell of a drug, okay? I don't do it myself, but, you know, I've seen people do it before. Thoughts from the people. So by now, you know that Thoughts of the People, I usually pose a question to my audience at TheBLACKMedia or somewhere, and they, you know, answer the question. But since my brother was here, I thought I'd break it up a little bit more because don't do me. Focus. I thought it would be easier to just like do a Thoughts from the People with the person here, with the people here. He represents the people.
Oh, I'm the people.
You're the people. You're the people. And I'm OJ. I definitely did it.
You should have lost.
I definitely did it. I did it. We have Gupta, of course. Gupta is here. And we have, of course, Christina. But I did pose a question to someone who is a TV personality. She did over 100 episodes on the Dr. Oz show. So you may remember her. Her name is Renatha Whitaker. And the question that I posed was, you know, what are her thoughts? What are your thoughts? Even if you're watching this on YouTube or on Spotify, listening on Spotify or Apple Music, I wanted to know, what are your thoughts about these corporations co-opting Juneteenth? Like, it's ridiculous. Y'all saw what happened with Walmart, which we'll get into that a little bit later. Ridiculous. Okay, ridiculous. Y'all saw what happened with Walmart. And even before that, when Juneteenth became a nationally, you know, recognized holiday, there was a lot of little stuff going on, like pandering going on or whatever like that, when we were trying to get Biden or Hillary into office. So, you know, I asked that question, and this is what Renata had to say. I think y'all will enjoy this. Listen. Gupta is acting up. Listen, every time I try to do some audio or something, Gupta, you need to be on point. First of all, do y'all even know where I got that from? Take a look at this clip.
Gupta.
Sandra Oh, actress Sandra Oh, had the most smallest part on I'm losing the name of the movie.
Princess Diaries.
Thank you, Princess Diaries. On Princess Diaries, and she kept going Gupta, because that was her name. You remember Princess Diaries, right?
Oh my God.
Remember?
I was like, where did that come from?
Gupta.
But now that you say it, yes.
And she was like, Gupta.
I can see her saying that. Like, I can see her saying it. Like,
She was like Gupta.
kind of did forget she was up there. That wasn't right.
Because it was a small, role or whatever. It wasn't like she was like the star of it, but listen, ain't no small roles.
Parts. Okay, there
Ain't no small roles. Because listen, everybody remembered that junk. Listen, Gupta wasn't connected. I was playing audio that wasn't even playing.
This is real.
Okay, you heard that? We here. Gupta's here.
This real.
This is the real for real.
For real.
The real ghetto. I mean, for real. But this is what Renata had to say. And the audio. Okay, look, we're just gonna. Oh, it was me. Don't do me. Focus.
Here's the thing. Don't co-opt nothing, okay? Juneteenth is not for you, huh?
Period.
However, what you can do is support Black businesses and give them money to increase their product lines and to support African Americans during this time.
Amen.
That's what you can do. How I feel about it? No. Don't start making stuff. Are you kidding me? It's not for you. You're going to start making stuff so you can make money. Absolutely
Right, so you can make
not.
money.
No. This is what you need to do. Like I said. I said what I said.
Say what I said.
You heard what I said?
Heard what I said? You heard what I said?
Give Black businesses money so that they can be thriving during that time. I mean, it's what you should be doing anyway. You took everything, and now we got to pay for it. So, I said what I said.
Listen, Renata said what she said. She said what she said.
Yeah, she did.
Period. It is just that simple. We cannot allow, for many years, we celebrated Juneteenth as like almost like a Black cultural exclusive thing, where not even every Black person even celebrated it, because a lot of Black people didn't even know what Juneteenth was or what it represented. And once it became more aware, thanks to the millennials, really.
Yeah.
Shout out to us. Thanks to shout out to us. If we're gonna get props, because I know for sure the Black media was posting Juneteenth education every single year.
That is the truth.
So it's like, thanks to the millennials, corporations started to pick on the fact that people wanted to do it, and I don't necessarily think it's necessarily a problem, but it becomes a problem when you see shit like this and shit like this. It's ridiculous. Now, if people listening, y'all gonna have to go to YouTube to see those images, but just pandering. Listen, y'all all saw what happened with Walmart and what happens when we stick together. Walmart apologizes for selling Juneteenth ice cream, CNN reports. Listen, first of all, the damn cover of it. It's just disrespectful at this point.
It was giving like very kente cloth. And I was just like, where did y'all pull this image from?
Who the fuck is on the team?
They Googled it. They definitely Googled what do Black people like.
What are the African? What's the African
What
flag?
African colors? I'm just like, no.
And look at the fucking hands.
It's bad. It was really bad.
There was no effort with this big ass circle. This ain't even a cute design. Like, y'all could have put like
It just makes you wonder, like, what African American was at the table when y'all did this?
Listen.
Nobody spoke up. Not one person went. Excuse me.
It was giving white assimilation. You know how those, you know those, we call them Oreos where we come from. Where it's like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, I think we should totally do. It's like, Bob.
Okay, just Don't do it.
This is not, yeah.
Just get out
I would
the
have
way.
respected it more if they would have hired like an African-American artist to create a design and then put that on it, gave them money. You know what I'm saying? Like, did something like that. Y'all were like, oh, Juneteenth is coming up. We have some, they were like, Gupta. Gupta, we need something for Juneteenth. Quick, fast, and hurry.
Or honestly, just got out the way. Like, don't do it. Period. This is not about you. This is about us. Y'all literally did this to make money. It's like, oh, black people got something. Let's make money off of it. Let's put this out. They'll love it. No.
Did you buy the ice cream?
It wasn't in stores that long.
Oh, so you trying to find it?
I at least wanted to see it. I mean, let's.
Somebody said I'm gonna do my research.
Target is selling wigs, so why can I not go see Walmart and watch look at the ice cream?
And then they had paper. Do you see the paper plates?
I did. It really, honestly, it was giving very much. Go home. It was bad.
It was terrible.
Like, just get out the way.
This is my message to corporation. I don't want you to stop. I want you to just do it right. Like Renata said, like we're saying, if you're going to co-op or add this to your, to feel inclusive, add this to your new marketing, then hire Black people solely. So that we can tell you what we want, what we look for, what looks good, and what doesn't.
Exactly. They got Black companies already in this store. It's like, y'all could have reached out to any of them and talked to them, worked with them, and that right there would have been the story. Walmart works with their Black people, their corporations, they're putting more money into them, their products are selling. That would have been great for Juneteenth. I would love to be able to walk
Okay, I would have went
the Black section. Oh, I'll buy this.
I would have bought that. Your revenue would have went up. They would have had something. Everybody would have been good. But y'all want to be fucking stupid and put out damn whack ass ice cream. First of all, Dury.
It wasn't even.
We off that.
It wasn't even.
We drinking almond milk and shit now.
Hello?
Okay.
Fuck out of here. Y'all got oat milk version? Giving us fucking nasty ass Dury. What the fuck was on the ingredients list?
I can't.
Zanzambanane. I can't pronounce the shit. I can't.
It wasn't good. It was not good.
At all. Stop. Do better.
Yes.
And Black people, never take your foot, our feet, off they fucking neck. Let's keep it there. Let's get into this last segment.
This is the real. The real, for real.
Mass shootings. More specifically, school shootings. I literally cannot believe this is still happening so freely here in the United States. Who's to blame? I think that's a big conversation, right, Christina?
Agreed.
Because we have so many weapons out on the street. It's so easy to get guns. And apparently it's even easier to go into a school and shoot unarmed people. The fact that teachers and parents and even students are worried about this, that there are proceedings and drills to protect themselves from this, is one of the most saddest things in the world, especially considering the fact that there's a very easy solution here. And it seems like no one is taking it. To the recent shootings that happened, and to all of them that have happened this year alone, I just thought it would be apropos for me to say a prayer. So I will. God bless everybody involved. Bless even the people involved who make the choices that can absolutely stop this from happening. I want you to give them courage. Give them courage to do the right thing, even though it may hurt their political campaign or may make somebody feel like they don't want to give them something because they didn't, barter or do the right thing. I want you to give them courage. I remember Tabitha Brown, I believe it was, saying something recently about the prayer that she gave, and I want you to also give them, I want to piggyback off of that, and I want you to also give them fear of their own children being in a situation that way, or their own lives being in a situation in that way. Because apparently, if it's not happening to them, they don't want to do anything to stop it. God, please put your hands over the children of the lost ones. Put your hands over their parents. Give them strength. Give them ease. Give them understanding so that they can wrap their heads around this. No parent should lose their child, but especially not like this. God, if you can, bring peace to everyone involved, even the viewers, even people like me who don't even have any children. Bless people like Christina, who has 2 kids, and she worries about this. Bless all the parents who are worrying. Give them ease, give them comfort, give them strength to speak up about it so that we can actually get out here and make a change, because clearly those in power, white people mainly, aren't doing anything to stop it. Christina, anything you want to add?
Like you said, God just give them peace. Gives them some understanding. Help them to cope. And just send somebody in their direction to give them some sense of comfort. Even if it's just a warm hello or a warm hug, or just somebody to sit there with them and not say a word, but just to be there for them. Help them remember their children, just in a positive light. Children are our teachers, and they bring us so much joy. We thank you that the parents can just look at this time that they have with their children and be nothing more or less than grateful.
I hear that. And I just want to end the prayer too with bless those teachers. If we can, God, if you can, get into the hearts of the people who work with the finances and the budgets to make sure that these teachers get paid way more, because they deserve way more, so that they can do what needs to be done, feel comfortable doing what needs to be done, even though it's a very uncomfortable situation, so that the children are safe. Amen?
Amen.
Amen. Another thing that really pisses me off about this situation is that there are so many people making money off of this death. The news cycle, oh, they're running with this. They're gonna make articles about it. And listen, every time you go read their articles, they have a bunch of advertisement up there. That's how I make my money through TheBLACKMedia.org. That's how they make their money. And trust me, they're getting millions more than I am. And they're making money off the death of these people, off of these shootings. So it's in the best interest. It's in the best interest of a lot of these corporations and companies who have their hands in this political sphere to keep talking about these school shootings and to have breaking news about it. These are some facts that I found. And by the time this episode comes out, this probably, unfortunately, will change. The numbers probably will change. 277. The number of active shooters from the year 2000 to the year 2018. The FBI documented a 50% increase in 2021 from 2020. So during the pandemic, until 2021, the FBI noticed that there was a 50% increase. And so far, according to NPR, over 20 school shootings specifically have occurred in 2022, which I'm not going to say the number is correct, but I believe it's now 21, considering the New Orleans school shooting just happened. I posed this question to people on the Black Media which I'm not going to read it. You can go to TheBLACKMedia on Instagram to check it out. You'll see the post and you'll see the question answered. But I asked them, when is enough enough? Christina, how do you feel knowing that you have children?
It is scary.
Yeah.
And it sucks that I have to think about this when they go to school. When I put them on the bus, when I'm dropping them off at school. But when I do see them, when I come home every day, I thank God every day that I got to see my children again. Even at the end of every school year, I've been through a few now. I'm just like, God, you brought them to school and from school every day.
Like, that is crazy that you even have to go. It's one thing for, like, you can get hit by a car, you know, God forbid, like something like get hit by a car or get into a fight or fall or something like that.
Yeah.
But you praying about, thank God nobody shot them. Like, what?
Yeah, it's like, if homeschooling was like an option for
I was gonna ask you that
Yeah.
question. Like, did you ever think, like, let me just homeschool them?
I think about it all the time.
Wow.
All the time.
Now, you see what I'm saying? This is what I mean by the government needs to get involved in a real way. Because if parents are homeschooling, there should be a budget for y'all to do that for your children for safety reasons.
Right.
And they're not even doing that. Listen, I'm not bringing no kids in it. Like, I don't even want no kids, no way. But, like, you shoot my kid up, let me just tell you something. Chitty, chitty, bang, bang. Bitch, it's going down. Fuck is you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm bombing this whole shit.
Right.
Don't cancel me. But I can understand. I can imagine the sorrow. The sorrow. Even the recent shooting in Texas. And that lady, I'm trying to find the clip right now, or rather the article that I did. The mother of Salvador Ramos, the 18-year-old school shooter, weeps and asks for forgiveness. And I posed the question, like, is that too much to ask?
Yes, I know.
And people were like, yeah, it's too soon. What the hell are you asking for forgiveness for? Did you have something to do? And I said, are parents to blame for the school shooting? Like, if your child goes into a school and shoots it up, is a parent to blame? I know it's a hard topic, but it's like...
I mean, personally, I don't think so. At a certain... my children aren't that old yet, but I mean, at a certain time, you know, somebody they gonna think what they want to think. I don't know what demons or whatever that, you know, the 18-year-old was facing or whatever. Can I get mad at the mother on behalf of him? No, not really, but will I express myself toward her? Like, I can't believe, you know what I'm saying, your son did something like that? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right.
And she's the only one left. Yes, I'm gonna express myself.
And can you imagine? That's why I try to tell people, give people grace. That's why I said in the first episode, y'all know I'm here to heal and talk about the bigger conversation. But it's like, can you even imagine what the mother is, or the parents are feeling like of the person who went to go do that?
Right.
Lord Jesus.
I can imagine now their child is gone too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And now their child is gone.
Right.
Over that. It's like, it's so many conflicting emotions. And it's like, how can you even mourn your child when they just did that? But also, that's your child.
Exactly, that's your baby.
Lord Jesus, the whole situation is literally amplified by the government.
Totally.
We got to get into the next segment, but I want to know your thoughts. So if you're on YouTube, let me know. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple, leave a comment, leave a rating, but just let me know and let's get into the next segment. I had to come back because I forgot to light Governor Abbott's ass up. Greg Abbott, the governor of Texas, literally got his white ass on national TV and said, it could have been worse.
But the reality is, as horrible as what happened, it could have been worse.
It's right here in front of your face. At this point, what are we going to do about it? What are we going to start doing about it? It could have been worse. I wonder if he would have had, I don't know if he had, I haven't done that much research because I can't overconsume stuff like that. It's gonna mess with my head. But I wonder if his children were going there, if he would have said the same, or not even just going there. I wonder if his children got shot and killed, if he would be comfortable talking about it could have been worse. These people, these white racist people, these covert, these KKK, these covert racist people who won't say much but will absolutely have racist actions, will say these things in front of your face. What are we doing? What are we gonna do? Christina, you were saying, what were you saying earlier? About the school shooting, the recent school shootings?
About my daughter's
graduation.
Yeah, she recently graduated from elementary school. And, you know, we were just there just trying to be happy and celebrate the children.
Right.
And the principal...
In the face of recent news.
Right, because it happened, I think, maybe that same day or
the
day after or something like that.
Yeah.
And the principal mentioned that, like, a little speech at the end of the graduation ceremony.
He mentioned the shooting. She mentioned the shooting.
Mm-hmm. She's like, I know you guys are holding your kids extra tight today and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, whoa. Yes, we all know these things, but now if our children didn't know, now they're going to ask questions about it.
What is she talking about, Mom?
Right, exactly. They're like,
Wild.
don't let them watch too much TV or CNN about it, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, ain't nobody trying to think about that right now. Not saying we're trying to be ignorant of what's going on in the world, but there's a lot of shit going down right now, and it's been happening for the last few years. And if we have a reason to celebrate,
let's take that time out for this so we can celebrate it.
Give me 2 hours. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Just to feel like I'm all right with me and my kids. That's really all I want. And so it just really disturbed me that she brought it there like that.
Hey, when you said disturb, it just made me. I want to just quickly remind, because I said it earlier, but I want to reiterate. There are people, because I didn't say it strong enough. Mm-hmm. There are people who are making millions of dollars off of this. Mm-hmm. I've talked about this on the Black Media before. There are people who make millions of dollars off of Black Death, Trayvon Martin. You get what I'm saying? They will run that news cycle to death and literally make millions of dollars in advertisement. Yep. And they're doing the same thing with these school shootings. I don't have the report pulled up right now, but I know for a fact that America has the most guns. Right. America has the most mass shootings in the entire world. What the fuck are y'all preparing for? Just know, just in case, because you know they be watching my ass. I'm prepared too. Are y'all prepared? It shouldn't even have to come to this. The fact that you can walk into a damn store and get a weapon and then just go kill is wild. President Biden is trying to get a ban on assault weapons. Or at least I don't even know if he's trying. I'm not going to go that far, but I know he spoke out against it or whatever like that. Why the fuck do you need an assault weapon? Fuck is you going to the woods to hunt? It's giving picnic. Yeah. If you know the origins of that. It's giving, we're hunting. We ain't looking for the silly wabbits. Right. You know what I'm saying? I always got to make a joke. I can never be just... You have to laugh. Exactly. Yeah. You have to laugh and keep from crying. Because I be damn. Yeah. Because I don't even have to laugh and keep from crying. I have to laugh and keep from smacking a bitch.
Yeah. Oh, I understand.
I don't even have kids, and I feel I have a fury about this. Fuck did you need it? What did you need an assault rifle for? Right. Old dude who went and shot up and put the word nigga on his gun. He went from where he was to a neighborhood that had African American people. He specifically targeted these people. He just got charged for all this shit or whatever, domestic terrorism, what have you, murdering. Now, when we start clapping back in Civil War Part 2, but a different version, because it's Civil War 1 was some other shit. This shit is gonna be, and I don't even want that to happen. I don't want that to happen. But I don't want us to be killed anymore.
Absolutely.
Let's get into the last segment.
Seek, and ye shall find.
Today I want to leave you with this. Kindness. And more specifically about that definition, let me just read the definition for you from Oxford Languages. Kindness. A noun. The quality of being friendly, generous, and this is the part that I really want to touch on, considerate. We need to start considering each other more. Somebody's making too loud music, somebody's dressing a certain way, somebody's gay or feminine or masculine or whatever. Give them consideration before you give them judgment. Consider. Be kind. Consider before we even go there. And if we do this, we will all be in a better place. It's the small things in life. It doesn't take much to be kind. It doesn't take much to consider somebody. When I see somebody aggressively walking up the street, they look like they holding that thing, I consider maybe they're having a bad day. Maybe I should just step out of their way. I don't think, oh, that's a bad person, they're a thug, they're gonna go kill somebody. They could be listening to some aggressive music and walking up the street and realize, and they didn't even realize they was, stomping that hard. And then you talk to them, they be like, oh, my bad, I didn't even know. They're the kindest person in the world, and that gun is actually a water gun. You have to consider people. Be kind. Rewind. Listen, my prayer is that I, through comedy, entertainment, and personal experiences, will help each and every listener seek understanding for one another. I will not always get it right. I will change my mind. I may even speak out of turn, but I do this with love, and I'm asking for grace. To heal through conversations in a safe space. To tackle community issues that the truth will reveal with no circumlocution, just the real, for real. And we're out. Whenever you're ready. This is why you can't give amateurs.
Okay, anyway.
You can listen to the uncensored version of The Real for Real on Apple or Spotify podcast. And soon, you'll be able to hear it everywhere.